I'm Tom. I'm a photographer, filmmaker, digital marketer, and throughout Union, I've gained a lot of confidence in my practice. I've developed as a practitioner, especially with my art, and I've really found what activism is and where in my local community and throughout I can apply my skills and my practice to different projects and different things going on. I really feel like I started off quite in the middle of the ocean, and now I'm sort of I'm like on the beach, I'm at land, and I'm really starting my career, and I'm really sort of going out there and doing things now.
So my name's Lauren, and I'm an artist and I live in Hull. I think Union has kind of made me realise that I'm more of a change maker than what I thought it was. And I like the term change maker because that incorporates the making but also the activism part, and I quite like that as a word. And I think compared to, now that we're at the end, compared to the beginning, I feel like I'm a completely different person in terms of I feel a lot more confidence in taking things forward, and I feel a lot like I can be braver and I can engage in like local activism, and I have got a voice, and I've kind of realised as well that I don't have to be loud. I don't have to shout to be heard, which before I thought that was the only way. But now I realise that there's a strength, and there's something about a quiet kind of activism as well, and that's been really kind of liberating and quite a big thing for someone like me. It's been a really good journey, and I really do kind of recommend anybody that feels that they have something to say and they want to make a difference and they want to inspire other people and work with other people to do something better for the world, to apply and just give it a shot, because you don't know. Yeah. Well done, Union team.
Okay. My name's Poppy. I grew up in West London, but I live in Newcastle. If you're thinking about applying to Union, but you're not sure if you'll fit in there because of your background, then I think that you don't need to worry about that, because it doesn't really matter what your background was. It's a lot more inclusive than other arts opportunities that you get. I'm really struggling to find the words to explain what I'm trying to say. I'm basically trying to say if you grew up in Norfolk, then you can still come.
You just said it, that's good. And what have you got from it?
I didn't consider myself an activist until I started coming to Union and I started meeting up with Adrian, and then I really looked back on all my work and all the playtext that I was making out in communities, and looking at the projects that I'd been doing sort of in cohorts with a musician. And it suddenly became clear to me that everything that we were doing was really political, and although we weren't out on the streets getting arrested and gluing ourselves to buildings, which all has a place, we were being activists within our communities and amongst young people and with older people who are often forgotten about in terms of activism. So it just kind of made me reflect on the work that I'd been doing, and suddenly made me realise that writing protest songs with 90-year-olds is still a form of activism.
My name's Hannah, and I'm from Burnley and I live in Salford. What I've got from Union is, well, many things really. I'm learning to trust my gut more and be more instinctual. Is that the word? Kind of just trusting the process and kind of following what I do is going to be right, and the decisions that I make are right. And I think a lot of that has come out of the coaching, but also the group sessions with other people, and kind of just feeling that I'm on the right track, in the right space where where I need to be. That's like a really big thing because normally I'm just stressed about everything. So I've kind of just calmed down and just gone, just kind of just following that kind of internal guidance system, which is good to listen to. That's kind of what I didn't think I would get that out of Union, but anyway, that's kind of something that I've got. And another thing with me normally being so fast-paced and kind of stressed about things, it's been really great to have time to reflect and to have the space to do that, because I just wouldn't normally have done that anyway. So there's kind of lots of things that I've learned, and then having the time to respond to that and reflect on that. The other thing, I know you've said one thing, but the final thing is what's been really great is the friendships that I've made out of Union. I'm a really sociable person. When I put down on my application, like, it would be great to meet new people, and I'd just moved to Manchester at the start of the year, but I've made some like really solid friendships, and those foundations have been laid through the Union programme, and I know that they're going to carry on. So yeah, that's been great. Thank you.
Yeah, my name's Gülçin. I'm Turkish and I lead a community organization. And I was really excited to join Union because I wanted to do more in my community, also do more as a human being, just kind of contribute to the world in ways that I could create some change, social change in the areas that is not going too well, We all know those things, I suppose. So I care and I want to learn because we don't know these things, and sometimes you just need to improve yourself and find out what you can do, get rid of personal limitations, change your views, learn a few things, and just be more, active and purposeful, useful, just feel like, I just want to feel like I'm doing something rather than just, not doing anything about the things that I don't like. So I think definitely Union has given me the opportunity to do that, exactly that. And I'm going to, obviously it's not going to be enough, but I'll take personal responsibility for that and just continue within that journey.
So I'm Ross. I'm a theatre maker, director and performer, and a workshop facilitator. At the start of my career, I'm based between York and London, predominantly in London at the moment, but used to be based in York. And what I've got from Union is I think I've got lots of different perspectives, I think, is the main thing. So I've met people who are from a complete range of disciplines, visual artists, activists and in different fields, people from different kind of life experiences, whole range of abilities and kind of cultural backgrounds. That's been like incredible, but also just seeing, the main thing for me is seeing people from being someone at the start of their freelance career, seeing people who work in institutions or people like further on different career paths that is quite hard to visualize yourself on because you work alone. And so once you're in a group, you can see like, I could work in a building like that, or I know what it would be like to be working freelance in a school in 5 years' time because I can talk to that person. So there's perspectives among the people, and then also perspectives in like across the north of England. So like going to Hull and seeing the cultural ecology there, and then going to Manchester and seeing how different groups operate there, and getting a hands-on understanding of how different kind of cultural, community-conscious arts organisations help to create a really specific network in different places, and that's been like a real education, and like that's a point of like personal growth for me, because you can just see different models that you can learn to occupy, especially when you're an emerging person, whatever that means.
I'm Grace. I am from Beverley, but I live in Sheffield, and I am a creative facilitator and a writer, occasional performer. And I think Union for me has been about finding a sounding board for the sort of stuff that I'm doing, I guess. And I guess having a group of like-minded people to talk my work over with, not just my art, but also my work in the community, and how those two can be connected and how they can work together. I think my confidence in myself has grown. I think that's an easy thing to say a lot of the time, but actually, when I first came to Union, I was quite unsure of the path that I was taking and why I was taking it. And now I'm quite sure of why I'm taking it. And I think I feel that it's right for me. And to see examples of all the stuff that other people are doing, all the great work, and how I can learn from that, that's been invaluable.